So we're going to put together we've called it the anniversary Pepe. Car Follies, look, it's green obviously, it's a Car Folly giveaway car, and it's going to be given away Sunday. So if you're registered, have to have a pre-49, be in Evansville, Indiana, with your car, and you have to be here to win it. So it doesn't matter if you're registered and not here, don't win. We're going to build it. And these guys, and Chris is our fearless leader here. Where are you from? You're from?
I'm originally here from Evansville.
Okay, what school are you from?
We teach at Southern Indiana Career and Tech Center here at Evansville. These are my students here in Heritage Hills High School. Guys here, some of these guys here from Heritage Hills as well. It's kind of a joint effort to put this together this weekend.
Okay, so this is kind of our last hope. Somehow we got this beer flu and everybody forgot how to work. And we got this massive supply chain issue. And we have a workforce. By the way, I'm looking for skilled kids. Arkansas is a great place to live. You can make some good money actually working with your hands. And you don't have to get in debt up here and pay it back forever with a job skill you don't have by going to school forever. I'm not against school because you got to continually learn till the end of your life. You're always learning something. You lifelong learners. But work with your hands. It's fun, it's productive, and we need another generation to move this country ahead. That's my thing. That's the reason we're here. I wouldn't even be here doing it. But I mean, I build cars all day long. We say we build dreams. We don't build cars. And you see the people around here, a lot of old people.
You talking about me?
You're not quite as old as I am, but yeah, I'm talking about you. We're not going to be around for much longer.
No.
And the skills that we know,
we need somebody to take over
if they don't move to the next generation. I'm a firm believer. And there's a master, there's a journeyman, there's an apprentice. A journeyman just means you know how to do it in a time frame that is the acceptable time frame. If you can do that, and you've been doing it long enough, and you finally come to the realization you don't know everything, and you're constantly learning, and you have the ability to teach, I would consider that a master of that craft. But if you want to be an apprentice, you don't go to YouTube and learn it in 20 minutes. And I'm not saying don't do it, and I'm not saying don't use AI. It's the culture we're in. But you need to put some time in. If you want to be a painter, man, don't tell me you're a painter until you've had your fingers bleed because you've sanded the fingerprints off trying to make something smooth and straight. I mean, there's just some things you just got to do out of repetition to know it. And I'm an old Boy Scout guy, and that don't even count anymore. Boy Scouts is like, I don't know what now. But you don't know it unless you can teach it. That's the concept. So what we're going to do now, and I asked you guys before, and I'm going to turn it over to you when we get going. What's a kingpin? Now, I forget who answered it before. You get out of here. Somebody else. Do we all know what a kingpin is now? Okay, what's a kingpin? Show me a kingpin. All right, so there's a kingpin. So if I ask, what's a kingpin, and what does it do? It holds the spindle on. And there's different ways the front end goes together, but this is pretty fundamental. What we're going to do first is I think if we hold this up here, get the axle on first. Now this car is going to be given away. This car is going to be going down the road. And power to weight ratio, you know how that works. It's got way more horsepower than it needs for the amount of weight. So people ask me how fast they'll go, and my answer is usually faster than you want to go. So this is not an issue of how fast will this car go. It's the issue of how safe will this car go, even when it's going fast. We don't want it to come apart. We don't want it to shake apart. So if we put the axle up first, this is going to go underneath. We talked a little bit earlier about where that goes. How it goes underneath here, and then it gets the pan on and everything. So if you guys can get that up there, we'll start with. As few chips as possible, and then once that's up there, then I can kind of point to the sides, and then you can split up into a couple different groups. It's all about you.
Yeah. Someone grab each end. Let's take it over there carefully. Guys, grab one of these because those are going to go on each side.
We got to get that on first. We got the wrenches.
we are so glad you came out. Whether you're a rider or a spectator or a volunteer, it doesn't matter. We are glad you're here today. We do have some sponsors here that can reach us throughout the weekend as well, too. There's one we have sponsors and good folks that we have to go. Here, all the sponsors here, put together like you about that. They just started to put together the partnership.
I'll put this down there and go on maybe.
And our friends at Arrow Rock their sponsorship for helping to work around.
We're at 23. It went from 3 to 53 in about 3 seconds.
We'll kind of be monitoring questions, so if you have a question, you can ask the question on the thing, and we'll check it every once in a while, and maybe we can be specific about it if you want to know something about a 4-inch drop axle or a 37 to 41 Ford spindles or what we use for brakes or whatever. So feel free to ask questions.
Always positive.
Again, I'll give you a full mark one more time. Car number 1437. Car number 1967. Car number 2728. Car number 2674. And so you find the results of the messages. We have something for you for a thank you for the perspective. So go ahead and say this weekend. It's been going good with a little bit different. You know what's going on. Either one of us.
This is the bottom. Okay?
Shiny out.
Yep, shiny out. He's got it right there. Okay. This one's going to go like, it's going to orient like this.
Go get a couple shirts we can make. These guys are mine. Hold on, let me see so I can tell you what it is.
Hey, Coop, watch that bowl.
What?
Watch that bowl. Mine got anti-seize on. I want you on the trail.
Yeah, mine does.
Out here, this lower.
I got a 24-3. The 3/4 is for that one down there. Is there a wrench out? Yeah, that's the 3/4 wrench. I may have one right there. I got the other half. What's the other wrench? I have another wrench on. Dawson, where's that other wrench at? Behind you. No, we had another one. What size do you need? What size was that?
3/4, 5 inches the other.
Hold on, try this. No. Maybe one size smaller. 3/4. Maybe one size smaller. One size smaller and 3/4.
That would be 13, 16. So if you're talking about the smaller ones, 5
We need a range that's our 5/8.
The top's 5/8.
You did. Candy eating cookies.
It's going to be pretty heavy.
Horse carts when you're doing all that. It's a little
Yeah, we got to tighten it up.
You need to have this centered like that. I think there's quite a few of us to just do this little part.
At least
saying a busload of people like I thought.
There isn't a lot of car to build, really.
Yeah, he's got 1116.
The issue is, we'll probably need to finish the top to make this work. We need the center. Right there. Do a little bit.
So that's got a special here. It's a nylon nut, so it's going to be a little bit hard to change. Yeah, that's the wrench up there.
Guys, those are nylon nuts.
Can you get it better?
Yeah. Yeah. Switch this one here too. Alright, switch to this one. Put it right down.
Well, they're not tight or anything.
I know, but we're just getting them all started.
They're going about 4 or 5 threads on the one done.
Pull the head down here so you don't scratch it.
We need to cover this back one sometime.
Do it like this one? Yeah. Pretty much centered there. Is that pin coming all the way up through?
Yeah, as far as it'll go up.
Go back in this corner. This Go back in this corner, and then we can just tighten them all up. Pretty much.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright, this is like 1
Pick crew here, they're all ready. Give me something to do, hurry up.
I wouldn't know. I have my truck before I locked it up. That huge spot right now.
All right. You look like you could switch the whole car.
Break the head clean off one.
Yeah, I don't know if we've already.
I'd be using half inch just for the leverage.
And you grab, so the radius rods are adjusted. And you can kind of see on them. You tilt the front end to set the caster and camber. So on here, if you adjust this radius rod in or out, or this clevis, I mean, that will tilt the front end one way or another. So I had this one sitting on this side of the table.
Yes.
Okay, so it's adjusted. And if you ever put these on, so with the radius rods, that's going to make this whole axle solid. So when you put it in, the bolt that goes through this rod end here into the frame, once you get this in, you need to make sure that side goes in, just pushes in. Because you could easily pull it up a little bit or push it down a little bit and get that bolt in, but you just turn this whole front end into a torsion bar. And then you're going to be all done and the car's going to be leaning a little bit and you're going to be going, oh, it must be the shock or something. And if I get a call that says my car's leaning 90% of the time, I'll say, if you take one bolt out of here, if your radius rod goes up or down, that's your problem. So these should be adjusted right. If there's this one on that side.
Yeah, we kept it on the same side.
Right, so that's the bolt for the bottom. We made it into a bracket. You guys got it.
Okay. Alright guys, ready to start those?
Should be 3/4.
Now, that's going to have to go on too in order to mount that one. A couple of you guys are going to have to mount that to that drop arm. Okay? Do we have the sizes we need for that?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
He's going to grab all this. He wants to put this on.
Hey, Mr. Kaufman,
Yes,
does the nut go on this side of the frame or on this side of the frame?
it's going to go on this side here.
Yeah, we want the polish end out.
And you want the bolt head, the polished shiny bolt head sticking out. Okay? We got anti-seize on there. So be careful with what you touch after that. Tony, come here. Let's get you in here. It's dirty. Washer on and the nut on. Okay? On this back side of the frame.
Do you have a washer on the back side of yours? These?
Oh, that's not
Yeah, he's gonna grab all that, but we good. Well, he has this one on the outside. Where'd he go?
Yes.
What's the order you supposed to go?
Okay, so you got one on each side.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess we're going both heads out, right?
This
That's what we want with that.
it goes from that like that. So this is gonna be it goes up in here. This sits on the back side of that bracket.
But these are adjusted, so we can go ahead and work on these, right?
This goes on the back side of the bracket. Yep, towards the inside.
Because these are adjusted, and we'll just have to line that up.
That's how you're gonna adjust caster and camber.
Those are what, 24s? Both half inches. Yeah, just take this out. Does that work?
Yep.
Grab that. We'll have to wait for it.
You want me to?
Lay it up, Matt, there for a second. It goes on the back side there.
This just goes down with double tap.
We have a regular, so you wipe the hands off. Fancy. What?
Here's a rag.
Well, we're gonna take it out. This is take it out matter though, because it's got a buffer of your rag on this.
He's getting a rag. Can I get that 3/8?
We're gonna take it out. We're gonna take it out from the center first. We're gonna take that out.
No, we're gonna get this.
Get a couple more on it. Just
I think we may have to take that rear off. That way
Don't
we
tighten that down yet, guys. Don't tighten that down yet. You're going to need some movement to be able to get onto the bracket of the alternative.
This got moved.
Put it in. You guys are upside. Oh, you're good.
I think if we take that rear off,
Take the back side off. You slide the front on first. So take this out, back here. Take the back out. You're going to slide it onto the axle first and start those. Then back. There you go.
You gotta take it off of that now. Put my axle first. Yeah. Good call. Cool kids. All right. What else we got? What's Tim say? Hey Tim, how you doing? We're gonna get back on Pure Insanity when we get back.
Look, guys, back here. Sorry. You have to probably bring your end down as they tilt the axle up to line everything up. So then when that's bolted on,
Don't go on. You got it on. Yes. I'm not sure this is the way, but if you get it on just a little bit, bend it slightly, you can let your don't do very much.
we just had to pick up on ours.
They've already been on. That's good. Yeah, got me.
We have local, we're working with them there.
I gotta wait for them to get that side on. So we put our bottom in first, and then we just get them. That was the easiest for us. That or push down on the bottom.
So here are the parties that we're looking for right now. We're looking for parties that
Yeah, but they're using the ridges right now, the ratchets.
what size does this guy need? What do we need for the bolts at the axle?
Center piece. The center here is both 3/4. I have the 3/4 wrench. We need a 3/4 piece ratchet or something. Push to the order.
We had to do that. So I had to push it pretty far forward. Hold that frame. You want us to take ours out? Yes, ours. That whole. So wait, roll it. Yours is like that. Ours is blonde. Yours won't go on the crown of one, but probably. Only thing I can do is go up and down. Front guard raise it. Back side. I have. Thank you, boss.
I do. I'm so
take that side out and see if we can't get them at the same time. Well, at the same time, I feel like one of us is going to be pulling. We're constantly just going to be back. I think we got to get it just right. The problem is we got so much pressure on this one now.
How far are you? Here, you mean?
Yeah.
Can you twist? I've got the frame in here. Y'all want to pull?
Push down on it if anything. Sony, stand right in front of that crossbar. Just hold it. Like your legs. Just know your way and we can start over.
That washer after your side. Well, I mean,
Sit down on the motor side.
juniors, start with safety.
Excuse me, how to pay full. Let's put the washer and start right that side as we did.
Is it working?
Keep it
We can shut it off at the end. We're going to get fingerprint on it.
Sit on it for a day.
Go ahead, Keith.
All right, let's have him check this. Will you come here and fill this one here?
Yep.
12 inches and a foot.
Good.
German torques, good. Tight this. Let me see.
So we didn't take this apart. I would like for you to put a wrench on all of these to make sure that they're snug.
Yeah, that's what he just said. Yep, I think that'll do it.
That's 100 pounds right there.
It's like a barber store. You get a cheaper haircut.
Tell me your best side. Yeah, best side.
For the most part. Get a more chips over there, let's see.
It's really nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
More paint staying on. Golfing, you want to check our side? I'll grab a thing so we can check this bolt right here. Where that is yet. That field crossroad? Back
Just put a wrench on this. I just want to make sure that they're snug. I know we didn't take that apart, but
maybe keep going. I mean, it has been put together already. I have that infill stub. You just give it away right now. Yeah.
use the box end.
Huh? On the truck? Oh, no, you meant Wednesday. You meant Wednesday. Thursday, right? And ours comes on Wednesdays.
How we doing? Everything out? Looking good?
Take this side. We're just about done here.
Jam nuts tight?
Oh, jam nuts? What size is that?
That my jacket?
It's going to be very, he wants this check jam nut. He's going to find out.
Put a wrench on that, hold that so it won't turn. Yeah. Box on the socket, on the nut.
When you put the spindles on, Kingpin has an option. It's not like the old ones where you drive that thing around.
We gotta orient the Kingpin.
Oriented with that
Check this on the jam nut.
Which, where is the bigger? Still in it?
touch screw still in it.
Alright, what's that bigger?
I will be running out. I'm gonna check one. Now, I would like you guys to put a wrench on this. Step back.
Biggest standard what we have in the box.
That needs to be signed. What about these? Check these. Check.
It would just move the entire thing back.
Now, you're gonna leave those loose for right now. Okay? That's where we're gonna adjust hammer castle.
He said they were set.
Oh, they're set?
Yeah. Jammed up?
Tighten them down. That's where he wants
Yeah, he
them.
said tighten down.
Okay. Snug all the jams.
15, 16. Is there another one over there? I'd like to have both those boxes. There's like 5 grand pieces.
Said it was already set.
Get this back right here. If you want to get it.
Okay.
Side.
That's definitely not a 15 to 16 thing.
I think it might be.
Alright, yeah, it's tight. I can only assume these are 23 or 24. So
Hey, you guys check this bolt right here.
yeah.
Alright, everything tight?
Yeah.
Alright, what's next? Yep, put the spindles on, Kingpin. Now, guys, look. We're gonna wanna... Yes, you're gonna wanna leave those. So you see this spacer over here, right? Okay? Guys, see this notch, this Kingpin? Okay? Set this in there. You're going to want to orient the Kingpin and the knob. That set screw that's right here. Okay? Then we'll run that set screw in. That prevents that Kingpin from coming up. Okay? So we'll have to turn that. Now before we set the Kingpin in, take a little grease, put it on the Kingpin, rub a little bit on the bushings with your finger, and it'll slide in a lot easier. Okay?
Do you guys see what they're talking about over here?
So you're gonna have to take the Kingpin all the way out. Slide it up to it, okay? Make sure these spacers are where they're at. Don't let them move, okay?
Dawson, we have hacks in our toolbox.
Yeah, that's more than enough. Yeah, take a little bit off of that because that's gonna go over.
Give it to them there.
Here. Probably just do that.
You young guys from the school
Just
around
hand them
here.
that one. Yeah, we do that. Okay, well, they
Also, get a little more in his bush.
need to later. They car manufacturer. Hey, you already have that.
Okay, you guys need that washer.
Where'd it go?
Oh, my toe.
Here's that.
That goes on the other side of the washer.
Goes on like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
This side of that.
All right. So you guys are gonna need to sit that on there. Someone's gonna have to hold it while you guys push the Kingpin through. Okay. Remember the notch.
You want me to slide this there?
Yeah, it's fine. We gotta make sure we get this arm in there as well.
Because I already got all this all over my hands anyway, so. Yes. Right there. Now, hey, the set screws right there.
Okay.
There you go.
We're right. I'm there.
Yep.
You're in there. All right, now set screw comes pretty right. Yeah, pretty right there.
I'm sure that set screw doesn't get backed out.
Hey, which
where's your bearing?
Our bearing was sitting on the bottom.
Yeah, set screw's right here.
Okay, what do you need?
I'm just.
Alright, now let me wiggle around here. Is it catching the bearing probably?
I wonder if that's. I think I got it right on that screw. So pull that away. Let's work with that screw. Let's loosen that screw up and see if it drops down to that side.
What's the matter?
Your bearing's upside down.
Is it? I don't know. Pull it. Pull it.
Get one guy to look at it, I guess.
Pull it. Just pull it. It's just the way the spindle was sitting when I grabbed it.
Yeah, the Zerk fitting needs to be at Never mind, that may not matter.
Oh no, that's not why that wouldn't slide down there. That's why it wouldn't slide down.
Yeah.
Turn it out all the way.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you're tap it down.
So the bearing goes the other way, though. That's what they told us. That's the way the bearing goes.
It's gonna hit that
I
bearing.
don't
It's fine.
know. I've never had any.
Yeah.
Now, is that bearing lined up? It may need to be knocked over.
Alright, start the pin, and let me turn it over. So that screw comes right out there. Start the pin. Whichever way you need. Kind of feel around.
No, I
Down on the bearing. Kind of tap it.
Get it started? Okay. Now you're going to have to...
Now hold on. Do I have that set? Okay.
Yeah, the set screw, you're good in line with the set screw. Now I might need to pivot out.
Yeah, put it out. I can get a hammer.
no, I wouldn't be on this.
Hey, you guys get that bearing lined up?
Yeah.
At the bottom?
All right, now we just gotta get here. There we go.
Pay attention to see that that notch is lined up with that set screw.
It was when it went down.
Except to move.
That's good.
That screw's right here.
Yeah. Hex.
It wasn't moving me, no.
You should be able to see it then if you take that set screw out. You should be able to see your notch.
With the three knots in that.
Let's say it's moving. Yeah, it's moving
Well, you
now.
know what you could do too? Run that set screw in, and then turn it till it keeps going south, and turn a little bit more so it goes in more. Yeah, probably the notch is probably about maybe that.
Yeah. How'd you say to do that?
We have a key for this. I don't have any Allen.
Give me, if you're box lock, we need some help.
Are these your guys' tools?
Allen's in the yellow box
Except for that part.
inside that tray.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just turn that. Damn, I'd like to have some snap-on tools at our shop. We have Carlisle, they're halfway. We can now put that set screw, don't we? I just turn the set screw in.
Here you go. Here's some Allen wrenches.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Hey, how did he say to do that when you turn it in here?
He said tighten it up all the way in, like keep on tightening it until it gets to the spot. Or I think what we're going to do is take it out. We're just seeing until we find our digit. So here's a couple of doors.
So we gotta pull that pin back in.
So that goes in all the way. You should be in that notch.
Yeah, this is all the way in.
Maybe not, because that means that's still moving.
You know what it is?
Kingpin still moving?
Right, I think it would stop moving.
No, that kingpin should pivot. It pivots and it's pushing. That notch and that set screw is just to prevent that kingpin from working out. Coming up, okay?
So yours is all the way in. Y'all's isn't.
Because they don't have an Allen wrench.
You know what we should have done? We should have made a little work up top.
So if that notch stayed there, that set screw should go all the way in.
Alright.
So if that notch had moved, that set screw wouldn't go all the way flush, right? Okay.
You want us to calc either?
Yeah. Let's do, well, actually, no. Let's do steering rods,
Yeah.
linkages, we'll do calipers after that.
We are?
Because you need to be get to it.
Well, why don't you set that in like there, and then when it'll be tight, it won't. Then we can pivot this back over.
Yeah, I'll just, it needs to be pretty much straight ahead.
Yeah. Because the ring rods are going back towards the steering box.
Theirs goes all the way into like different links.
That's what I thought.
Once you get to where it's
Hey, so when you tighten this down, all that is to keep it from moving.
yeah, I get that. You can't tighten it. You have to leave a notch. The notch, you don't find the notch there.
This bushing, I'm pretty sure rotates in there. So it should rotate when we spin it back.
Second table. You know how to see if it's in the notch?
I can see where the notch is.
Can you?
Yeah, right there.
Did you take your screw all the way out then?
Yeah.
Yeah, about right.
You want to double check ours?
Yeah, kind of.
Right there. Right there's the spot.
Hey, can we see the Allen wrench?
But,
That's what I think.
that's just,
I'd rather check.
Be safe than sorry.
Back out.
You go down the road, the tires.
What if we get out a little bit, we could probably grab the wire now.
There ours is. Yeah, see how that knob starts right there?
Yeah, it's off by a hair. Just go over a little bit. We were not on it. But hold on. If we get it straight ahead and we get the Kingpin in there, we won't be able to tighten that up.
yeah, that's why it needs to be timed, because right now.
Yeah, ours wasn't on it
Getting
either.
our notch right now, but you can't get it.
Yeah, ours wasn't on it either.
You need to come back out. Well, you need to have your notch over here so that when you turn it to a point where you can tighten it, you're seeing your notch. About right here.
You guys see the notch?
Yeah.
Okay, is it lined up? No. So do we need to knock that Kingpin back up and realign it? So use the hammer and that punch down there to just tap at the bottom, come up through the bottom, and tap that Kingpin back up so that you can realign it.
I would use that particular side, actually tap it up.
I wouldn't use this at all, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, it is now. I just can only go about a half a thread every turn.
Need a flat one.
We've got a flat hammer and I believe the second drawer down in that box.
With all the wheels and tires sets around here, why'd you not bring all your weight?
We can't get
Need something shorter? Get a small socket. Whatever socket that will fit up that won't get into the bushing.
See how it's turning it?
Use it and tap it. See if it'll fit.
See how it's turning
But
it?
yeah,
As I tighten it
As long as
down.
it won't go through that bushing.
It'll go way deeper than flush when it's on it.
Right? It'll go deeper than flush when it's on it, right?
No, I know it is. That's why it was a statement, not a question. No, I'm yeah, I'm almost there. See, now it doesn't move. That's what I was saying.
it was hold the Kingpin there for a second.
Pan and all.
Uh,
Hold on, if I keep sending some vibrations up there, you should be able to.
Here, you see this?
Eventually, yes. Just get it to the point where the Kingpin isn't. Yeah, just keep going.
Well, I'm gonna lose the socket.
Deep well?
Yeah.
What size?
9/16.
You might be able to use that punch now that it's higher up. We used a punch just like that to knock him out the first time.
Reach up in there and see if you can get it.
Well, maybe we'll get up in there now. Never mind, Kingpin.
Hold on.
I got it.
The pin's there. If you think if we set it back there, that'll give us enough. Shirley
Whatever you think.
is pull it there.
Probably rotate a little more. There you go.
Here, we put my weight on it like I did
No,
last
no,
time.
no,
So if you ever built one that you never want to get rid of,
I got one.
We
Just be real gentle to it because we got to get that bearing back.
we've got lots of cars. Most of these don't get. People go themselves.
You just got a lot of these sitting around.
Okay, yeah. Where's that Allen wrench?
Hey, you guys got that Allen key?
Hey, Allen key. You guys still have that Allen key?
Yeah. We build the frame, we build the body, and drive it around.
How much do one of these sell for?
Put a price on it because somebody's gonna win. They're gonna have to build a car like this. On the top, 45.
Do you guys do any of the transmissions with yours?
What are you putting into your social keep-up? What are you putting in your keep-up?
You got smaller fingers than me because I can't get that.
How much you put in your keep-up?
I remember you saying you had to
Like that. 140 blown fuel injection.
So you do any motors? Anything in these, right? Whatever they want in them? Or did the customer does that?
We gotta extend the frame because it's big. Well, if you don't have any, get plus you got that. We built, I built the new stack 2 heavy. We had 2 of them.
Yeah.
Big, so that's like a long.
The steering on the longer steering arm is on this side, right?
I'm pretty sure that the drag link goes this way, yeah. The steering arm is this one that way.
Yeah. This would be the long one, that's the short one. Because there is a link.
You put the bolts going down on this.
Yeah.
If you're racing application, put the nuts up. That way it's easier to get at and you're not worried about, steering and stuff. You're just worried about, just getting at it.
It's gonna look something like this. Something like
That's the motor. That's what's in here. Go with that.
So that'll go in a tea bucket just like this one. So it's very similar. Just, you gotta extend it 23.
Yeah, I think, and that's why it's called insanity. My buddy, when I told him I'll put the engine in a car like this, he said, "That's insane." I said, "That's a perfect name for the car."
That thing's big. Dead traffic. Throttle.
Yeah, it'll get out from underneath it real quick.
he's just gonna drive the road.
Well, it's like I told my mom when she learned how to drive a motorcycle. It only goes as fast as you twist the throttle. Same thing with a foot pedal.
Yeah.
That in?
Yeah.
Spin it, turn the thing, see if it moves. It might need tightening. Yeah, it still needs tightening a little bit.
So we'll twist it back to the middle so that it's that way it's straight.
Oh, back to here?
Nah, never mind. It was the Kingpin that was moving.
Yeah.
Probably that have been getting from a long distance and would like to say hello to team up, say hello to us.
Alright, now spin, see if the Kingpin works.
Keeping straight.
You're saying,
Also traveling long distance, we have Mario Porter, who came from
Here to here. Okay, because you got two different length bars. You need to figure out which one you need. What?
This is the long one.
Should be.
You need to measure for it.
If you have come a long way, register your vehicle to be properly along with a long distance award that will give away on Sunday. And you might be the winner.
The steering link goes to that arm. Yeah, the steering link goes there, and then the other
Crossbar goes there.
yeah.
I don't think you can use that award, but now, folks, one of the things that's really important is you take protection off the video of all the cool stuff that you see here.
39 and a half.
Don't use the hashtag #5. When you use the hashtag #5, you look up with all the videos and pictures as well. We'll see that in the years going by. So if you're the business stuff you put in the stuff, make sure you also have the hashtag #5.
No matter what you go where.
Figure out the size you need for your nuts. The other guys, this one's going to go across from that spindle to that spindle. Okay? So you guys get whatever size you need for that. Right?
They're getting more.
That side down there.
Go right here. Here's your bolt nut. You're all right. You don't talk about it. That gearbox needs to be turned back. See. This in. It's not.
Other way. There you go.
Scratch down there, Sony.
Got that ratchet? Yeah, here. Put it this side first.
Goes on top.
Oh, that should go on top.
I need that to go that way. Oh, never mind. There you go. Here, I got a better idea. Oh, hey, something's off.
No, hold on.
There's the current.
Take a look.
It's
Us or them?
It's got to be on the bottom.
It's not going on the bottom, otherwise it's going to hit that bar. Yeah.
Or is this going bottom?
I have to go on bottom on both sides.
Alright, there you go.
Yeah.
We didn't figure out the
Here, hold there still.
Oh, it's got the I'm not a lazy person on this information, but when it comes to that shit, I'm like, Oh, there's a use for manuals, huh?
Here, do you want me to do direction? We get direction over here.
They got it.
Just standing there like that. Stand right there.
Here. Yeah.
Try not to let it slip.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to just watch it.
Get those pretty tight.
Alright. I won't be able to get to this other end there, so go. Go.
Give her the beans.
You need that branch and stuff when you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you did. Alright, here you go.
I was just down there. I was down there near you last week.
Man, this needs to go forward.
Yeah, the frame needs to come forward, guys.
It's slide. Oh, it's all the way to the end. It needs to slide. It just slid all the way backwards. Slide this frame forward a little bit.
It was kind of a thrash to me.
Those YouTube videos.
Here, I'll hold this. I'll let you. So it doesn't.
Hey, do you guys want a straight track it so that makes sense?
There you go.
It's easy to do it.
It's almost done.
Okay, and there's no
You want a straight handle instead of flex head?
I'm gonna go
I
grab
love the flex head, but ones that don't lock don't make sense to me.
Yeah,
Or they already have them.
that's what I was thinking.
Hold the frame, because ones that lock you can still leave unlocked.
Alright, let him check them.
You guys are tighten that one down there.
Alright, here's that. And
Alright.
About to.
Alright. So you have one back here. And we have one over here. Flip it the other way. Flip it. Pull up. Alright. Alright. Here. Down. Down. There you go. Alright. Hang on. Alright.
Smaller is there.
And the force looking into the field doesn't hurt my feelings.
Alright. That's it. Okay. What do you think we should do next? Brake calipers. Get the brake calipers on.
I had trouble getting
Now you're gonna need Allen's. These caliper bolts. Sign for that.
it's almost small.
Don't leave it
Take those caliper bolts out first, guys. Take the caliper bolts out first.
Calls on it and get like deliver it tomorrow. Or maybe just have a meeting. That will help.
Yeah, the only thing I wish I had
Hey, you guys, you got brake fluid.
Yeah.
Be careful. If you get brake fluid on that paint, wipe it off immediately. Hold that up with a rag.
Get a rag just in case. I'm gonna hold this up.
Rag.
You guys, do you need this rag? Should we
Guys, remember, hey,
Should we go connect this brake line?
not free, eat paint. Guys, wipe it immediately. I would get the caliper set on and the bolt started first. Then you can start
Yeah, I
the
can hold
line.
this up ahead. I can't even freaking pick it up.
Still not quite right.
Should anything like kind of like?
Catch on, yeah. You gotta be catching on something.
I'll probably just like take it off and have it angled up.
Yeah, it's gonna be best right there. You want me to hold it?
Yeah, it don't matter.
Don't matter. Actual path.
Hey, hold on. Hey, let me see that rag. No, it splashed up through the line. Some right there too.
There you go.
You're just not sliding on.
That's what just happened to them.
Maybe start your top.
Why? Can I suggest something? That's on the bottom. Right? Right there's the. Is it?
But they aren't on.
That means it would be. Does it go the other way around?
No.
No.
Will we be able to take the brake pads off and just have it go
Wait, is that piston pressed all the way?
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
Brand new gas.
Yeah, there's no way that this is inside. So I actually think piston is pushed in.
I think it's just a slide.
It's gushing up through here.
Covered up. Yeah, I agree.
You might be right, Landon. You might have to press it
This one may have came out a little bit.
We might have. We're just barely catching on the bottom there.
Put that somewhere in your pocket. Don't put it in the wipe the car down.
Oh, there we go.
Did you guys get it on?
Yeah. Those little metal pins that hold extra slides on the back, you can slide those in and out.
Yeah, I think our piston needs pushed in more because we're not hitting those.
These little metal. Hey.
Okay, so you go this way.
Try and push it in my hand here.
Oh shit. Sorry.
The rag? Wait, do you have both of them started? Yeah. Okay. Hey, throw that back down on that frame.
Projectiles and racing. Watch that down.
That is not one of them. I guess it's not flexible.
Do you think? See, you gotta rip them out. We gotta rip them out here if need be.
The mandibles already tight on the bottom side, so the only one you
There you go.
right up.
Hey, is your guys' end of your line flexible? Like this or just this part?
Yeah, the span. Ours is the span.
What's it from?
Yes, ours.
Pull out on it. Pull out some. It may just be stuck. Alright, don't pull hard.
Okay, maybe you have a pliers.
Yeah, I will after these pliers.
Yeah. Grab that with
So if you hear your number call, come on, come financially. You have a prize for us from the Central University.
Good stuff.
So I'm going to slow. Card number 1391. 1391.
Check the bottom one again. We'll have to come over here and check.
We have to hold it.
Card number 2116.
Put a wrench on that, free that up.
about that. Yeah.
16.
Are we good here?
I'm not putting a major amount of weight on it, but it's tight.
78.
Both ways.
And finally, card number 2273. 2273. I'll give those five numbers real quickly one more time.
Brake line on.
I twisted on. It's not tight.
2770.
Hey, what size is that? Brake line? 7/16. We got
You got to go get one out of the toolbox.
Make it straight there. It's at an angle where you're at right now.
They grabbed another 7/16. Standard. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Hey, do you open that one over there for your?
I don't like how that sucker's frozen in there. Stick it back on there.
Yeah, ours doesn't. Ours stops being flexible after a while too.
Jack this up.
I don't like that.
You have this nitbacks over there? To jack it up more.
Watch the paint there. Toast the frame. Yeah, gotta go home and wash it. Unless you want the smell funky tomorrow.
Banjo? Yeah. I think we should get a those?
I think you said those already snug.
These?
He said these down here were snug, not the top ones.
Oh.
We gotta snug the top ones down.
You should be able now.
Yeah, now it's spinning. There we go. Hopefully it don't leak there. There we go.
Now, this is not a line wrench, and they don't have any line wrenches, okay? So be careful. Don't round off. Did you get it? Yeah, are you getting it?
How tight does that need to be? Huh? Okay, well that's pretty tight. Like you said, it's not a line wrench.
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow.
Hey, can I see that? The channel lock solution? The channel lock solution.
They might not need to be tight yet. Body's fine, right?
You want these tight?
I'm sure that.
You want them tight?
Get it down. I don't know if that's.
Those are just the headlight ones, and they don't touch anything else. So we're gonna have to adjust it.
Oh, I think I mean they were under loosened it, they could go anywhere, but
Well, that one's definitely loose.
Is it for the headlight?
I think those are for the headlights. Maybe. Actually, no, those might be for the radiator.
This is for the headlights. That's for the radiator.
Let's
Okay.
see if I can turn it this way real quick. And I was wrong.
What happened?
Smash
It just feels wrong.
We're gonna do it.
I just gotta stop this car. And all that power going through here.
At least they ain't that one motor that guy showed us.
Yeah. Those calipers won't do it.
No.
He's gonna go fast, but you gotta stop.
Yeah.
Hey, when
Right,
I want
when
to
it's brought
tighten
up
up the
four
headlight mounts, these four. Is that what you got in your kit car? Your four, don't you have four piston brakes?
The back has 2 calipers. It's got a separate set of calipers for the emergency brakes.
Oh, so you're doing a little drifting on
It's
you.
pretty aggressive for a headlight mount. Honestly,
Yeah, it's kind of beefy, isn't it? For
If
headlight
he does
mount?
anything with it, keep
the headlight might not last, but this will.
Yeah, it's out of the LED right now.
It's whatever looks good.
He was
Have you already checked this?
He probably said check this back.
No, I haven't.
Brake lines are tight.
On that ride.
Yep.
Do you want to check
Half
it out?
inch, we got half inch
Caliper
there.
bolts tight. I know those are tight. I just watched you guys bear down on them.
You want to check these?
No, we don't have any half inch up here. What is the half inch for?
The bottom brake line on the caliper. Yeah, on the piston.
Hey, grab one out of that box, one out of that box.
It looks like half inch. I definitely can't be wrong.
Well, I got a lot of these other common sizes.
Yeah, it's half. Sorta.
Pretty tight.
Those are tight, but they start to bring them down. Probably should just leave them, right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to bring mine down.
Now I'm trying to bring mine up.
Yeah. Because honestly, I don't mess with anything.
Black cowboy hats. Right there. See that? So today we're supposed to be done until 4.
But this is all the way out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Still, if he was to hit up, someone's going to bump on that though. Turn it that way. Let's see.
What?
Turn it this way. This way.
Tim, you already got your prize. All we gotta do is finish it and get it back to Louisiana. It's pure insanity. These guys are finishing up. You're about close?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got shocks left. And that's it.
We got shocks. We had to modify a little bit to make them shocks work. At one point we had friction shocks on here. And anybody know what a friction shock is?
No, sir.
What kind of shock we got there?
Like a
Gas.
We got a gas shock. Right. So what it wants to do is keep the front end from bouncing around. A friction shock, this hole here that we put a plug in, so there's a rod goes all the way, and then there's a piece of rubber, and then a metal arm, and a piece of rubber, and a big washer, and the tighter you make it, the more friction it has, and it moves in that friction on the rubber, and it makes a shock. That's how they did it way back in the day.
So it's all mechanical.
All mechanical. So this is a really cool, and it's from Ride Tech. We got those, they were donated. So we added that. We had to kind of build these on here, modify our frame a little bit to make them work. But those will fit on there. So that will go on the bottom here. And there'll be a bolt that goes through the bottom, but you're gonna have to collapse that shock a little bit to get it to go in there. And once it's collapsed, you can get the bolt in.
Washer backside on this one though.
No, on the front. Yeah, on the front side.
We need a washer for the backside here. All we got is a lock nut and a washer.
You don't need a there's no washer on the backside. It's just all on the other side.
Needs a washer.
Should I go like that? That washer go there or on the other side?
It's gotta go in this way. All you gotta do is go over there.
No, it definitely goes on the front side. It's got to go in here. It's got to go on the top first.
Think.
Wait. Side. Bolt.
Well, I
I'm just trying to keep it organized because I do that
away
same
from
stuff
there.
at home. And watch
That may have to
thing
get
like
flipped
this.
around. I don't think this is gonna.
Is their side the same way?
Hey, I don't think this is gonna work. It's your guys'
Okay, so Landon, what's our problem there?
the bolt. We need
What are we gonna have to
to
do?
take this apart and flip it.
Wash up it. Yep.
Where's the lock? This.
What?
They said that bolt right there is gonna rub. This bolt right here.
Nice
This
and
on the
easy.
other side.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
You're having to flip it around on this side.
Okay.
We're supposed to have all the nuts spacing in. Yeah. 9/16. Huh? Yeah. You grab the wrench.
You've also got on this side the nuts facing out, on this side the nuts facing in.
Alright, hold that right there.
So they all need to face out, I guess.
Yeah.
We really just need a half inch or a three-quarter. I just leave it. The nut. Oh, no, yeah, you're right, Sam. You're right.
No.
Here, I need this back off.
That's how you actually should do it.
I need that back off.
Here, just.
It's not that easy.
Okay, all right.
Yes, this is
Take
our
your word for it.
You say give it a nap on break. Give us a pad. That's his personal pad. What else?
What? I always look at the welds on that spring perch. My perch got a spring perch like that. I mean, everybody welds them up the same, but it's just hard to trust. The entire wood case.
Alright, that's a dumbass.
There's a lot of